It's no secret that cabin rooms can be tiny, they're a tight space with just not a lot of walking room. So everything I'm gonna talk about today will help maximize organization and comfort, and they're kind of just like cruise cabin room essentials. So I hope you find it helpful, and let's get started. The first thing that I swear by are those over-the-door hangers. It's a shoe hanger. It has about 24 little pockets where you can hang, on a cruise anyway, all of your essentials. I typically will put my toiletries, sunscreen, anything that I'm frequently reaching for so that I don't have to go digging in my suitcase to get it. It also helps because you don't have to put all of your toiletries on the very limited counter space that's on a cruise. You can just put it in this little over-the-door hanger, pop that on the bathroom door, and you are good to go. The pockets usually hold quite a bit. They're meant to hold a whole shoe. So surely you can fit most toiletries, shampoo, body wash, things of that sort. The best thing about this is it folds down into one little rectangle, so it's really easy to travel with and unwrap as you need it. And then when it's time to leave, it's easy to pack away. The next thing that I'm going to mention are my chef kiss, my packing cubes. I do not go on vacation, cruise or not, without these guys, okay? Like, these are my holy grail. Not only do they make more space in your suitcase, they keep you organized for your entire trip. But making more space in your suitcase is really cool because you can pack more outfits. Not that we need an invitation to do that, okay? But yeah, I really like them because once you put your outfits or your clothing in these cubes, once you zip it up, it compresses everything. So it's really flat and smooth in your suitcase. It makes packing a breeze. And I love using them on a cruise because what I do, since I have so many, and I really like this system because as you can see, they all kind of fit into each other, but there's several different ones. Different sizes for different objects. But I have 2 sets of these, so I have enough for, let's say, 7 days. And what I do, I put each day's worth of outfits in one packing cube, and then I'll label it day 1. So day 1 will go in here, underwear, bra, swim clothes, whatever I'm wearing for that one day that I've planned, I put it in a packing cube. Day 2 will go in the next one, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on, okay? That's how I do it. And then once I get on the cruise, I don't even have to do much to unpack. I literally take my packing cubes out and put them in a drawer. It's such an easy system. I don't have to search and wonder, oh, what am I gonna wear today? Where is it? It's already contained and neatly stored in a packing cube. I grab the packing cube and I go about my business. So I swear by these. I'm also a bit of a germaphobe, I've mentioned before. So sometimes I wonder, are the inside of those drawers like clean? I don't know. So if I put them in the packing cube, I can just throw them in the drawer and my actual clothing, my underclothes, are not touching the drawer. And that just makes me feel a little bit better. But yeah, so, and they're really good with being in the wash as well. I've washed these multiple times and they're still intact. So far, I've had them for about 5 years. And look at them. They're in like perfect condition. Like the zippers haven't come on, the little tag here. Nothing has come undone or ripped. So I'm gonna link these down below. I know I definitely got them on Amazon. They come in various colors. I just like the pink and gray, more girly. And me and my daughter sometimes share them. But yes, packing cubes are going to keep you organized, save a lot of space. You don't have to keep pulling your suitcase from underneath the bed on a cruise. Now, obviously, if I have clothes that need to be hung up, I wouldn't put it in a packing cube. Those would immediately go on a hanger and hung in the closet, but everything else will stay in these cubes and they're ready to be used as each day goes by. My third suggestion is to bring a laundry bag of some sort. So whether it's the pop up mesh ones, a lot of people will use those. They're lightweight, they fold up easy, or even if you just have a large plastic bag, something to contain all of the laundry, especially if you have multiple people in your stateroom. And I like to put that bag in one of the closets. Usually I put it in the one with the safe and the life vest, not in the one with my clothes or my shoes. And so that it's packed away, it's out of the way, it isn't so smelly. The first thing you walk in, you don't want to smell dirty, sweaty clothes. So I keep that in a closet. And I sometimes, if I remember, will bring some air freshener, like the little car ones, and just throw that in the closet as well. So it keeps the room smelling fresh. It's a very small space. You don't want to smell dirty, stinky gym socks. Now, while we're on the same vein of smells and keeping the room fresh, this is an essential. Poo-pouri, okay? Poo-pouri, there's supposed to be some science around it. You spray in the toilet bowl first before you do a poop. You spray the water in the bowl and then you do what you need to do and flush, and you never smell the poop. It's true. Like, this is holy grail. I make my husband, my children, I will use it. And with a small space like that, the bathroom has poor ventilation. You need to keep the smells under wraps. And Poo-pouri is a winner in that category, okay? So get some Poo-pouri, pharmacies sell it, Walmart, Target. Different scents as well. I like the lavender and vanilla. They also have a peppermint one. Don't leave home without it. The next thing that you may want to bring is a cruise approved power strip. So one that is non-surge protected, not the ones that have the little red light that you trip on. I find that the newer ships seem to have a lot more plugs, and they have the USB plugs and just enough for at least 4 people to charge their devices. The older ships do not have very many plugs. So this is something, depending on what ship you're going on, you can definitely research and see how many plugs are in your stateroom. And if you think it's not enough, if there's 3 or more people in your room, it likely will not be enough plugs. So bringing one of these power strips is a good idea. Let me just quickly mention to check and see if the cruise ship allows any power strips. There are some cruise lines that have banned all power strips, whether they are surge protected or not. So make sure that you are allowed to pack them and bring them on board. I know for some, like Disney, they will confiscate any power strip. They're just not allowed, no matter what type. So make sure that it is one that your cruise ship allows. The next thing that I like to pack is really easy. Pick it up at the dollar store. These little LED tea lights. As you can see, it's a very dim light, and I like to put these in the bathroom, especially on older cruises that don't have that little night light. I don't know about you, but I have stubbed my toe. I have almost tripped and fallen into the bathroom before when waking up in the middle of the night to go. Do not underestimate how dark it is on a cruise ship in the middle of the night. You're not in a city, you're not surrounded by light. It is pitch black dark. And if you're sleeping or in a room with someone where light disturbs them, they don't like to sleep with a little night light on, then having something like this would be great. Just keep it on in the bathroom, maybe 1 or 2 of them. It's a very dim light, and hopefully it does not disturb your light sleeper. The next essential, another thing that is really easy to pack, most of the things I'm going to mention today are just some wooden pegs. Or if you bring those thick towel clips, I actually don't own any, but I know a lot of people do. They swear by them. Bring those and use them in your stateroom as well. So the wooden pegs come in handy when you're trying to dry your clothes. Usually most staterooms have that retractable drying rack in the shower, but sometimes your clothes will fall off of that line. It isn't very thick. It's not meant to be like your normal drying line. So having these pegs and just clipping your things on will help keep them in place. I know of some people who use the pegs to keep their room curtains closed, especially if they have a balcony room and they're trying to keep the sun out if it's bothering them, you know, early in the morning. These pegs will help to, you know, just keep your curtains closed as well. So pegs will come in handy for organization. If you don't have a wooden closed peg, use your towel clips. The last thing that I'm going to mention, obviously you do not need to do this, and honestly there are more high-tech and more modern ways to do what I'm going to mention, but here it is. It's a small dry erase board which can go on your cabin room door to communicate with those in your cabin room, or to communicate with your stateroom attendant if you want to tell them, can I have more towels please, or just leave them a special message, you can do so. But for those in your stateroom, if you're gone to the gym, say gone to the gym, gone to the buffet, be back in 10. I know that a lot of cruise ships now have like a messaging kind of chat service in their app, so you can use that to communicate as well. But if that's down or not working for whatever reason, this is a great old-fashioned way to communicate with those in your stateroom. All right, guys, I hope that you found this video helpful and that on your next cruise, you can use some of them. Comment down below if I did not mention something that you use. I'm always looking for new ideas and ways to make my cruise more efficient and, of course, relaxing. So yeah, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, click, click, click. What are you waiting for? Come and join the party. I make a bunch of travel videos and I would love to have you here. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video and I hope all is well. Take care.